Family, the track we're about to interact with right now was brought to my attention via a donation from one of our subscribers. Now, if you want to recommend a song, the link to the PayPal is going to be in the description below because, of course, YouTube yanks 30% of super chats. Guys, I appreciate, as always, your open, curious attention. Back to the video. Guys, before we begin this maddening journey, right, let me know some down in the comments below, why is Slipknot obsessed with, like, farm country horror? I mean, you know, like, there's a lot of crop circles, a lot of, like, abandoned farms, a lot of, farm animals in distress, maybe being worn on the heads of some of the members. You know, what exactly are we looking at? I mean, why did they go for these kinds of visuals? Is it a horror show theme? Is there a lore that I'm not aware of? That riff is sick. I will always salute a dope riff. Like, I love that. I did my time and I went out. So abusive, fate, it doesn't catch. The soul is not so vibrant. The reckoning, the sickening. Back at chicks of virgin. Pseudo-sacred perversion. Ooh-wee. There was a lot there. You know what I'm saying? We got to go back a little back in time a little bit. Please cook again. I did my time and I went out. So abusive, fate, it doesn't catch. The soul is not so vibrant. He's talking about being fake. He said, "I did my time and I want out." That's the cry of something that's been deeply hidden. Saying that, right? Have you ever been, like, subverted with respect to who you truly are, kind of playing the persona game? You have a persona that you wear when you go to work. You have a persona, some of you have a persona at home or all the time. You have to just wear these masks and pretend to be something. He's in, look, that's gotten old. I did my time, I want out. The reckoning, the sickening. Talk about it. Pseudo-sacrosanct perversion. Pseudo-sacrosanct is hard to say. I think, again, when people say pseudoscience, it's almost like fake science. It's almost like science without achieving the true heights of the scientific discipline. When something is pseudo-sacrosanct, it's like it's pretending to be religious. It's pretending to be high and mighty. It's like fake virtue, right? So he's like the perversion of fake virtue, right? He said, "Look, I want out of that. I want something more authentic. Please talk about it, sir. Please cook." Doesn't catch. The soul is not so vibrant. The reckoning, the sickening. Back at chicks of virgin. Pseudo-sacred perversion. Go drill your deserts. Go dig your graves. Fill your mouth with all the money you will save. Yo, hold up. He said go drill your deserts is crazy. Because drilling, that's a bar. Salute to Slipknot for actually having bars. Go drill your deserts is deep. No pun intended. But you see, go drill your deserts, on the one hand, on the surface level, that's talking about drilling for oil, which is, a controversial thing in and of itself. But on a deeper level, when he says go drill your deserts, he's talking about those who are in love with the pseudo-sacrosanct perversion, right? Those who need their morals spoon-fed to them by, someone at a pulpit or, or a politician of some kind. He's saying, you go drill your deserts. Go try to find oil in that barren place. That's really dope. He says, and instead of looking inside, you're going into the desert. You're going into a place where there's nothing but dry bones and corruption, and you're drilling as if something's there for you, right? Go drill your deserts. Go dig your graves. Listen closely what these guys are saying. They're kind of cooking. Go drill your deserts. Go dig your graves. Then fill your mouth with all the money you will save. Sinking in. See, you know what? Listen, I'm not going to talk about what I just listened to prior to this, but this chorus is really making me genuinely have appreciation for Slipknot, because to be able to go from that rough, loud, growling sound of the verse into this beautiful and harmonious chorus is something I have to respect, because you got to call out that kind of talent, because it requires two completely different kinds of talent to do what was done in the verse there and to do what's being done in this chorus right now. Salute.
I'm not the only one, and the rain will kill us all. Throw ourselves against the wall, but no one else can see the preservation of the martyr in me. Psychosocial, psychosocial, psychosocial.
Psychosocial is crazy, because to say it's psychosocial means it's not just psychological. You know, if it was just psychological, that means it's something that's going on in my head. And if it was just social, it would just be something that's happening out there. But psychosocial means we are participants in our own demise. Remember, he says, go dig your own graves, go drill in your desert, right? It's a psychosocial problem. It's a feedback loop. Reciprocal narrowing. Continue to cook, fellas. Please cook.
Cool, there are cracks in the road we lay, but where the temple fell, the secrets have gone mad. This is nothing new, but when we kill it all, the aim was all we had.
Yo! And I paused it on the Clive Barker character. Is that a Cenobite? Oh! Yeah, we need to go back a couple bars. So, gentlemen, please cook from the top of that second verse.
Cool, there are cracks in the road we lay, but where the temple fell, the secrets have gone mad. This is nothing new, but when we kill it all, the aim was all we had.
They said, oh, there were cracks in the road we laid, meaning the foundation of this was messed up. And there's been so many artists saying that lately. He says, oh, there were cracks in the road we laid. He's talking about from the foundations. The foundations of what? Society? Right? Think about this. What are some of the cracks in the foundation of society? Right? He's saying, look, this isn't a new problem that we're experiencing. There were cracks in the road we laid. You know what I mean? Like, there were cracks in even the initial thought of the experiment.
This is nothing new, but when we kill it all, the aim was all we had. Who needs another mess? We could start over. Just look me in the eyes and say I'm wrong. Now there's only emptiness, but I'm missing something. I think we're good. I'm not the only one.
He says, I'm not the only one. Recognize that he's seeing that he's not the only one because he's embodying the mindset. Remember, the universe reveals itself according to your aims. Right? If you think the whole world is racist, you're going to see racists wherever you look. If you see that everyone is corrupt or everyone has an agenda, right? Then you'll meet people who have agendas, right? I was in I was selling windows and roofs and gutter systems, right? And because I was in sales and I was selling those things, I would drive down the street and that's all I would see. I would see broken windows and roofs with shingles missing, right? Because that was my aim. So the universe revealed itself in that way. Guys, you were only 2 minutes in. They're definitely cooking. There's a deep message here.
I think we're good. I'm not the only one.
That's what I meant to say. I'm not the only one, meaning he's seeing others like him as a result of being so embodied in the...
And the rain will kill us all. Throw ourselves against the wall, but no one else can see the preservation of the martyr in me.
Family, it is beyond bizarre that they're able to go from that in the verse to being almost like sounding like a 90s punk band in the chorus. You know, that is going to catch me off guard every time I listen to Psychosocial. I don't think I've heard a Slipknot song yet where the drums are not elite. I think we only have one Slipknot song on this channel. We're gonna have to do a lot. That bro, that's so sick. Guys, I'm trying to imagine what the limits of the dead might mean, because they talk about the preservation of the martyr in me, right? The martyr in me is that which sacrifices itself from something higher. That's when I think of a martyr, I think of someone who's sacrificed something now for the attainment of something greater later. They lay down their lives for something. Right? And so I'm thinking the martyr in me, because martyr has to do with death, has something to do with that line, the limits of the dead. But it's evading me right now. It is.
I'm trying to tell you facts. Your purple lines are giving out. Stop the killing idea. If it's nothing season, is this what you want? I'm not the only one.
You can't stop a killing idea if it's hunting season. Bro, bro, somebody needs to find out where they are and have them questioned. Because this is getting you know what I'm saying? Bro, this is revolutionary music. This is a music that you wake up to.
The preservation of the martyr in me. And the rain will kill us all. We throw ourselves against the wall, but no one else can see.
So when he says the rain will kill us all, is he talking about the fallout from the Grand Awakening? Because remember, he's saying that it's not just me, right? You know, I'm not the only one. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, the fallout from this Grand Awakening, when everyone gets so tired of the psychosocial pressure, right? This performance pressure that we all feel. When that boils over, the rain will kill us all. Right? It's you know, it's not, even though it's not affecting absolutely everyone in the same way, in the same speed. You know, when it boils over, you know, yeah, we're all affected.
The preservation of the martyr in me.
Wait a second. Just wait. I said wait. Maybe the preservation of the martyr in me is saying one of the reasons that this overflow, which is going to occur as the result of this psychosocial pressure, the reason that that's not going to affect me is because I'm already out. Right? The only ones who will be preserved when the shit hits the fan are the ones who aren't wearing a persona when it happens. Right, because it's going to disturb a lot of your, you know, the comfortability, the natural way of being. Maybe that's what they mean by saying no one else can see the preservation of the martyr in me. Guys, help me out in the comments. Am I way off? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, look, I'm you know, my voice, I know I sound different. I'm coming off the flu, and I'm on a lot of medication. So I might just be, you know, I might just be out there on this one. Oh no, you gotta do that. Yo, these guys are really, bro, something's wrong with these guys.